Now, if you're sick of all of those perfect marriage proposal videos that appear online, this next story may just provide the antidote. Because Darrell Hamilton Jr., nausea stalled Darrell's romantic plans. At the precise moment that he asked Rihanna to marry him, with the, well, less than magical moment captured on camera, Darrell, how do you feel now?
Hey, I feel better, but I feel kind of embarrassed that it's been shared all over the world, honestly.
Why would you feel embarrassed? It's a beautiful moment. You went to a lot of effort to make your proposal special. Why would you feel embarrassed?
Well, I'm a very personal guy, and I didn't think it would get this big, honestly. I just thought it'd be fun to show to some local friends and family, but the fact that I'm doing this interview is kind of mind-blowing right now.
Well, take a moment and a deep breath. I don't want you getting dizzy and nauseous again. But you've set the bar high for the rest of the fellas, you know, because let's face it, you were prepared to go over and beyond what most guys just go down on one knee on terra firma. Did you know that you had a problem with flying before you took to the skies?
No, I've been in planes many times before. I've been in a private plane like that and commercial planes. I think what just got to me was the fact that I was on my phone and videotaping with the camera. Just being on electronics kind of got to me, and that's just the result of what happened. Just
explain how the process went then. You decided, did you, that you were going to propose to Rihanna up in the plane. Then what did you do?
I went and picked up Rihanna, and she had no idea we were going on a plane until we got to the airport. So that kind of caught her by surprise, and she was really excited to get a nice view of the Blossom Trail on the ground. As soon as we went up, I started capturing the moment with my camera, which was probably a bad idea. I should have just enjoyed the view. The plane started tilting a bit, so that kind of messed with my stomach too. So the pilot started heading towards my cousin's house, which is where the sign was made, and I started to feel like it was coming, and I couldn't hold it much longer. I didn't even get a chance to ask Rihanna. I kind of just tapped her on the shoulder and showed her the ring, and that's when I just let it all go, because that was pretty much the only thing I could think of, was just trying to get a break.
Rihanna, do you want to give us your view of this story? So Darren picked you up to do what? To go where did you think you were going?
Sometimes we go driving just to take pictures, like in the countryside. We like to just kind of spend the day together, shoot scenery, and that's just something that we always enjoy. So he just asked me if I wanted to go take pictures of the Blossom Trail. So I said, okay, let's do that. And then we started heading towards the airport, and I kind of didn't understand what was going on. I was a little confused when we got there first.
So when you realized that you were going up on one of those tiny little planes that makes big men's stomach turn upside down, what did you think then?
I honestly thought that we were just celebrating Valentine's Day early, and that's something that he might have surprised me with for Valentine's Day, because it was the weekend before, and he had to work on Valentine's Day. So I kind of just thought that maybe that was it. I had no clue that he was going to propose to me.
And you were looking out the window as he pulled the ring out of his pocket as well, because I've seen the video, by the way, and it's a beautiful video. It's a beautiful video. I think many, many millions more people will watch it. But he clearly knows at some point that he's feeling nauseous. He pulls the ring out, and you actually don't know what's going on because you're looking out the window at that moment. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was actually going to try and take a picture of it's his cousin's property that we were looking down on, and he kind of had mentioned that it was near us. So I was trying to look for it and take a picture of it, and then all of a sudden I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around and I see the ring.
For a moment,
and then as soon as he hands it to me, that's when he went down.
He turned around very quickly to not ruin the moment. I think he did quite well, actually, because he didn't ruin the moment, did he? But then you've got a sick man on your hands. Did you get a chance to say yes or no?
No, not really. I didn't get a really chance, but I think it's something that he already kind of knew that I've been wanting for a while. So I feel like he kind of knew I was going to say yes anyways.
Right. So you said yes eventually.
Mm-hmm, yes.
And you took care of him as well. I saw, you two are made for each other clearly, because you were very concerned about his health, and you didn't allow the dazzle and the glitz of the ring to go to your head, so to speak.
I'm a very nurturing person, so the first thing I wanted to do was make sure that he was situated and feeling better. That was my main concern.
I know he wanted to kiss you at that moment, but it probably wasn't advisable.
Yeah. It was kind of, I don't know, random. We kind of just did like the kiss the hands and tap them just to kind of, just because it was kind of a little awkward. He just threw out.
So the pilot knew that he had to fly over your marker on the ground, asking Rihanna to marry you. But did he forget about that? What happened then?
We were flying over the property while we were looking for it. I didn't make the mark big enough, so it was really difficult looking for it. The pilot was in the right area. We were circling around to try to get a good view of it. So the timing was pretty lucky, honestly, because I don't know how much longer I would have been able to hold it if we didn't get there in time. But I don't think he knew I handed her the ring until Rihanna told him later that I was throwing up. So.
Yeah. How did you make the sign on the ground? What implements did you use to make the sign on the ground?
Well, the ground was really soft because we've been getting a lot of rain recently, which is pretty rare. But all I did was just get a big pole that was there at the house, and I kind of dug into the dirt. After I dug the hole, I put blue chalk over the lettering. So,
right.
It took a couple hours.
And if Rihanna had seen the lettering, if the lettering was big enough to be seen from the air, she might have thought that the reason you were sick was because you'd had too much to drink.
Yeah, that could probably make up for the bad spelling I did.
Yeah. Marry me or marry me? It's an easy mistake to make. I mean, you tried. Yeah. Rihanna, yeah. Marks out of 10 for Darrell's efforts. What would you give him? An A plus, a B minus? What would you give him for all his efforts?
I would say an A plus, because it's still something that he did make an effort for, and it's still something that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives. So
I should just translate for UK listeners. An A plus is the equivalent of 10 out of 10. He gets full marks for that.
Yes.
He couldn't get any better, could he?
No, I mean, not a lot of girls are going to be able to experience something that I was able to. So I feel pretty lucky.
Yeah. And when is the happy day? Have you decided on a day yet?
No, we're still discussing venues, and then once we kind of pick a place, then we're going to pick a date. And
Darrell, just one final question.
Yeah.
So did the pilot hand you a bucket and a mop afterwards when you landed?
Good question. No, he did not. He was kind enough to say he would take care of it. He said that's not the first time it's happened, and it won't be the last, so he's kind of used to that.
I hope you were kind enough to leave him a good tip.
Yeah, that's for sure. He was really nice, so I thank him for that.
I really, on behalf of everybody listening, wish you both, the wonderful couple you are, many, many happy years in the future. It was a fantastic video. And, you're a sporting couple. We're not at all trying to embarrass you at all. And it's very sporting of you to agree to tell us about what happened. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.